I'm so glad you're here. If you're new, my name is Morgan, and I moved to New Zealand with my dog and fiance a couple years ago. And now I make lifestyle videos about our journey to starting a family on everything health and wellness. Today I'm going to start replacing my store-bought products with clean, natural, homemade ones. I'm going to start with some self-care items, and I'm going to walk you through how to do it, and I'm going to give you some recipes. I've been waiting so long to do this, honestly, just so my other products from the store run out, so I don't waste anything, and I'm so excited. Let's get started. So before we get started making these recipes and these self-care products, I just wanted to get into a little bit of the why I'm doing this. Everyone seems to have some kind of challenge nowadays, either mentally or physically, emotionally, and if not now, they probably will in the future. Whether it be reproductive issues, mental health, and many of these diseases stem from the increasingly toxic load that we're all exposed to just by being in the world. We absorb these toxins into our bodies by the air we breathe, the food we eat, and by our biggest organ and our most absorbent, our skin. And what do we put on our skin? Tons of cosmetics, lotions, washes, products, you name it. Sadly, there are no regulations in the cosmetic industry and not even any safety tests. And US companies use toxic chemicals just because they're not banned yet. In fact, Europe has banned over 1,300 chemicals, and the US has banned 8. 8! The particles that are put on our skin are absorbed and they end up in our bloodstream just like the food we eat. So you almost ask yourself, well, if I can't eat it, why would I put it on my skin? And if you think that the small amounts of chemicals in those products are not hurtful because it's in a small amount, I just had food poisoning a few weeks ago, and you can eat a couple of bacteria and you're just down for the count. And I know that this is just cosmetic, but you know, when you have all these different store-bought products and they all have different labels and they look different and they're in different colored bottles, well, just superficially, I really enjoy picking out my own bottles and making them look exactly how I like them, just because sometimes you don't have enough storage to nicely hide them away, and they have to be displayed, and if you're going to do that, might as well make them look nice. If you don't have time right now and you're just getting into the groove of this, I would suggest trying to avoid these couple of ingredients at least. Sulfates. Sulfates are what make products foamy, so like face wash and a hand soap, things like that. They're very common in toothpaste also. The SLS. They are most likely made from petroleum and most likely also a carcinogen and a definite irritant. In fact, in studies when they're testing out products that should relieve your skin of irritation, they actually use sulfates to irritate the skin first and then try to fix it with their other products. Aluminum. Okay, so this is a product that I'm sure you've seen in documentaries, but it's most commonly found in deodorants, and it blocks your ability to sweat, which is so not good for your body. Your body needs to sweat, and just among the many things it does could lead to neurological issues like Alzheimer's. Fragrances. For some reason, all scents, the ingredients have been blocked by trade laws, so we have no idea what is in any of these fragrances. Among the many things that fragrances can cause, depending on your body's reaction to them, are allergies and organ system toxicity. So now I'd like to touch just a little bit about why I'm so passionate about this topic. Like so many people, you might say, I'll take my chances. But what about when you get pregnant and you're not even supposed to be dealing with these kind of chemicals? Or before you get pregnant and trying to prepare your body for pregnancy? Well, that's what I'm trying to do by replacing all these products. So this is going to sound a little harsh and sad, but one of my mentors, Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride, talks about how Mother Nature uses the woman's body to clean up during pregnancy, and so all of those toxins that have accumulated within you throughout your life up until that point are kind of dumped into the fetus, and this makes getting and staying pregnant rather difficult, as well as just having a healthy baby, especially for your first baby. I know, it's terrible, but it is kind of nice to know you have some semblance of control about the health and wellness of yourself and possibly your future child, so might as well give it a go. Knowing at the end of the day, it's the universe that's making all of the decisions. Because I'm in the preconception stage of life, and we're going to start trying to have a family in the next year or two, I thought this was the perfect time to kind of rid my environment of toxins and not put garbage in my body. In this video, I'll be making 5 self-care products that are super easy, they're economical, they work really well, and then you don't have to worry about any of the ingredients. As I've said, I'm really excited, so let's go try these out. If you'd like to try to make all 5 of these with me, you'll need a few ingredients, including almond oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, evening primrose oil, rosehip oil, witch hazel or isopropyl alcohol, and some of your favorite smelling essential oils. I try to buy all organic ingredients just so I can avoid any toxic sprays that the company might use when they grow their plants and make them into these products. You'll also need some aloe vera. You can buy this at the store, or if you have a plant, you can use that also. You'll also need some bottles of your choice. Okay guys, so for the first product that I'm switching over to is toner for your face. So I'm using rose water. Rose water, it's just organic rose water, and this can totally just replace your toner in your makeup routine. I like this bottle. I'm switching to all amber colored bottles, which I like, but I don't like this label. Obviously, if you know me, I love labeling things and I like them all to be consistent. I have some adhesive remover pads to try to get this off, and then I'll be good to go, and I'll relabel this, and then we have replaced our toner. So let me get started on that. So floral essences are actually used in lots of vibrational medicine and subtle energy work, and roses happen to contain the highest vibrational frequency of all of them. It also prevents and treats infections, relieves headaches. It's used to soothe irritation and redness, reduce oil, and prevent blackheads. I use rose water, this toner that I'm making, after I shower to just make my pores a bit smaller. When you shower, your pores kind of open up, and so this will try to close them faster than they would normally. Before I use moisturizer, I'm gonna go ahead and label this guy. I think it looks great. Okay, so the next product I'm going to replace is makeup remover. So for this, I'm going to use just a dropper bottle that I got online and evening primrose oil, just a nice organic brand, and a funnel, and literally going to put it into this jar and we'll be good to go. So for this makeup remover, we're using evening primrose oil, and I've been trying to figure this out for a while because I hate taking my makeup off, my eye makeup especially. Rubbing it with a cloth is super irritating and tends to rip off my eyelashes and burn my eyes. So I was motivated to find something that works. To use this makeup remover, I just use my fingers, and then I use the pad to gently wipe it off. The Native Americans use evening primrose oil for healing. It contains antioxidants and flavonoids, and it protects the skin from external stressors. So when you wipe it off, it's not super irritating. Because if you're like me, your eyes tend to get red and they're very sensitive. I'm gonna go ahead and label this guy, and we're set. The next product we're gonna replace is face moisturizer, and for this we're going to be using rosehip oil. Let's get started on that. This is another easy one. We're just gonna put it in the bottle and give it a label. Here's another super simple one. So rosehip is a dry oil, which means it is super hydrating, but it absorbs very quickly and doesn't leave any residue on the skin. I've tried a lot of other oils, but I shower at night and then I moisturize my face, and my bangs tend to get very greasy, but this really works like a charm. There are a few other options for dry oil. You could use avocado, sesame, or sunflower oil. So for this next product, it's one that I really love, and it's one that I've used for several years now. It works like a charm, and it's deodorant. And for this, Brandon and I both have separate smells that we like, so we put different essential oils in them. For this one, you'll need some witch hazel or isopropyl alcohol, some water, and some drops of essential oils. And I'll list those recipes down below. Okay, for this next one, we are going to make the body lotion, which I'm especially excited about. It's a little more extensive, so I'll grab my ingredients and I'll meet you in the kitchen. I'm just gonna snip a few aloe leaves. We'll be needing some aloe for this recipe, and you can always get it at the store. I'm gonna just quickly label this jar because I know that it might get a little greasy, and then the label will be hard to stick. We're gonna get started here by making a double boiler on the stove. Now I'm just gonna head over to the cutting board and bring our aloe we just trimmed and scrape out all that good stuff on the inside. Aloe is gentle and great for burns. It's great to just have around as a plant. Looks beautiful, easy to grow. You can use it for pain relief as well. Heading back, it looks like our double boiler is all good to go. And getting out our ingredients, this shea butter is so great, especially for the winter time. It's a little thicker than other oils, but it's anti-inflammatory. It heals cuts and scrapes. It's an antioxidant, which is great for aging. Fights breakouts. Almond oil is another great one that's used in this body lotion. It prevents stretch marks, sun damage, and prevents aging. Jojoba is really great if you have eczema-prone skin like I do. It soothes that and boosts just the glowy nature of your skin, and is also antibacterial. You can pick any essential oils to make this smell as good as you want. Essential oils are great for stress relief, acne treatments. They have a variety of other benefits besides smelling great. They boost your mood, they can help focus you, lower your stress levels, decrease nausea and headaches. And remember with essential oils that your nose knows, right? So whatever you think smells great, go with that. I am a big fan of tree oils myself. After we've given these a good whisk, we're going to freeze them for about 15 minutes until a little layer forms on the top, and that means it's ready to go. And give it a good whisk just to cream it into a nice butter consistency. We're then going to add this beautiful lotion into a sterilized jar. Wipe off any excess, and there you have it. It's turning fall here in New Zealand, and the fall is quickly turning into winter, and my skin could use a lot more moisture, and this is just the perfect thing to do it. Alright guys, those are all the products that I have for you today. Stay tuned for more videos because we are going to continue this journey of taking all the toxins and store-bought products and turning them into homemade, natural, clean products. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you'd like to come on this journey with us. I'd love for you to join. And if you made any of the products or you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Stay tuned. I will be coming out with new videos every week, and I'm excited that you're here. Bye. Bangs, what is this? Don't try to cut your own bangs, I guess.